안녕하세요 and welcome back. So today we're going to continue our conversation on 높이말, 높이말 and 존댓말, and they both mean honorific. So if you remember from last time, we talked about shida, adding shida and shida to your verbs to make it honorific. Today we're going to continue with that, but we're going to learn how to conjugate the shida, not into the shimida form, but into the regular present tense. So what we're going to do is conjugate a few different verbs first. First we have something like pata, pata. So first we have to change it into the honorific form. So that changes to padu shida. If you remember from last lesson, if there is a pachim, you add shida. If there is no pachim, you just add shida. So padu shida. And then from there, we want to change it into the present tense. Usually that would be padu shayo, but Koreans usually just say padu seyo. Padu seyo. Let's do another one. Ikta. Ikta has a pachim, so we go to ilgushita. From there, we conjugate it to the present tense, ilgu se yo. You can just skip the ilgu shayo because usually they just say seyo instead of like shayo. The only time you have the sha part is when you use it in the past tense, like shasoyo. But we went over that in the last lesson. And then let's do one without a pachim. So we have like poda. Poda goes to poshida. Poshida goes to poshoyo, but we say poseyo. And that is how you conjugate it. Going back to the book, we have useo or seyo as our mumbo for today. And like I said, that is just a formal way of saying, like, does your grandparents do something? Does your boss do something? Does your parents do something? So somebody that is older than you, somebody that you need to have respect for. They have 어머니께서는 무슨 음식을 좋아하세요? 우리 어머니께서는 불고기를 좋아하세요. So everything was using a haseyo, or this haseyo is like a question form. So same thing, that's what we're going over today. But we went over a few of these already. We had like pata goes to padiseyo, ikta goes to ilguseyo, poda, poseyo, choahada, choahaseyo. And then don't forget that there are a few exceptions to this. That is like mokta, which mokta changes to dishida. So you would say duseyo. There's only like 4 of them that changes, 4 or 5 different words that change into a different kind of honorific form. 4 of which we've already learned. So we have mokta, like I said, that goes to dishida, but it's conjugated to deseo. Mashida, which is the same thing, deseo. So mokta and mashida have the same formal or pretty much honorific term. And then chada, chumushida, and that conjugates to chumuseyo. Then we have ita, ita conjugates to geseo. And here is a close-up of all of those, just in case you couldn't see them before. And then for number 1, we have 문장을 바꾸세요. So just changing them. So they give you a version that's just in the regular tense, the regular present tense, and then they want you to change it into the formal or honorific tense, or honorific present tense, pretty much. So that's what we did for number 1. And number 2 was pretty much fill in the blank. It says 대화를 완성하세요. So 완성, fill in the blank or fill in the 대화, which is the conversation. So you have something like 누구를 만나세요. So what you do is you have 누구를, and that's one person saying it. Then you have 나. So then it says 고향 친구를 만나요. So it says like where you're going to meet your friend. So you get the question is 누구를 만나세요. So who will you meet? 고향 친구를 만나요. I'll meet a friend from my hometown. And then you did that with 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the top right here, they give you some verbs. They give you the honorific form and the normal form. So you just have to complete the sentences. It says 알맞은 것을 골라서 대화를 완성하세요. So yes, you just have to use all of these words in the sentences below. And then you have them going into the formal form or the honorific form. And then you have some that are just in the present form. The first one says 아침에 무엇을 드셨어요? So it's going back to that 셨어요 form that we explained last lesson. And then it says 빵하고 과일을 먹었어요. So this one is a little bit different. This is somebody asking somebody that they have to have respect for, so they use the honorific form here. So 드셨어요. And then the person below, since they are older or they don't have to show respect back to the other person because, like I said, they're older or their rank is higher, if they're like a boss or something, they would just use the regular tense. So that's why they just use 먹었어요. It's still formal because they still use yo, but it's not honorific formal. And that's why you use the honorific version and the just normal present tense formal version. And you did that with 1, 2, 3, and 4. So on the bottom, you just have to describe a person. And for the example, they said 제일 이름을 김지수입니다. 지수는 키가 작아요. 아주 귀엽습니다. 그리고 정말 착해요. On the bottom, they actually give you a list of different things. So you have 외모, like appearance-wise. So I wrote all of these down in my notebook, so that'd be a good thing to do. So you know some different 외모s or appearances that you can give to somebody else. And then here is 성격, which would be their personality or characteristics. So there's some words that you can give for somebody's characteristics or personality, and they put those in the example above. So using this, that means that we're also going to be doing the same thing on the next page. So first we have an 읽기, where you read this and you answer 2 questions. And usually right below the 읽기 is a 쓰기. 쓰기 is where we create our own 읽기, pretty much. Information that they have there, and then we just plug in their words into the actual 대화 or conversation. So that one's a little easier. And then right after that, we come here and we create our own. So we too choose a friend that we want to describe, just like in the last 2 pages. Then we write our own sentences or paragraph. And then right below, there are some words that we can use. You can write them down. There are the ending chapter that has words that we learned in this chapter, some new words that weren't in this chapter, and some that you can just use going forward. So if you have a notebook or anything like that, you should write those down on the side so you can always have those with you and practice them whenever you can, because you have to build up on your vocabulary as we go along. Then after that, we have 가족 호칭, which is the terms used for family members, like how to address them. We went over this one time, which is the top. The top we pretty much went over. The only thing that they added was just like uncle and aunt for father's side and uncle and aunt for the mother's side. Those are the only different things that they added compared to last time. But then they also added this bottom portion. This bottom portion is pretty crazy because it's going to take some time. But it goes over what you call people when you are becoming a part of their family. So you have like the yobo or honeys, which are the namkyon and the ane, which are right in the center. And they are the husband and wife. And then if you are the husband, what you have to call the wife's family is on the left. And then if you are the wife, what you have to call the husband's family is on the right. So it's a lot that you have to learn. A lot of them are the same, which is very helpful. But yes, it's still a lot that you have to take into account. And I'm sure it's going to take some time. But yeah, over time, I think we can all get this down or come close to it. We just got to keep practicing. But yes, a lot of new vocabulary words for family here. And if you already have like a husband or wife or something like that, if you already start using them, I think that would be very helpful to you. But that is it for this lesson. 안녕히 You're still here? Thanks for watching the video until the end. Please don't forget to check out the description box below for info on my friends that were in the video.
Hi!
Product links, my other social media platforms, and my new product designer. If you guys love the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment, because I really love reading and writing back to comments that fans leave. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.